My name is Samuel Domingo, and I grew up right here in San Francisco. I work in two programs at Catholic Charities. In fact, these two programs have been around in existence for more than 20 years. Our current program director, Stephanie Gott, used to work at this program, brilliant, 20 years ago, which is where I work now as a housing specialist. And our current vice president, Ellen Hammerly, used to be the program director at Rita de Cascia, which is where Stephanie works. And I wanted to point this out because of the legacy of these programs that I get to step into. I feel a lot of pride in this continuity I get to live in, and I feel a sense of obligation to make sure that these programs continue to be a success. And so these programs also came into existence because of the AIDS epidemic. And, for people living with HIV, this community it's having a really tough time today with the pandemic. For example, one of my clients who just turned 65, he really presents older than that. In the HIV medical care community, he's more closer to 80 years old. It's 10 to 15 years older. So I wanted to point that out because I get to manage his activities and help him remain at home so he can age in place and so that he doesn't lose his housing. But, really, I think the most important part of my job, which is really simple, but it's also the toughest, is to really connect with my clients. It's important that they be seen and be heard. And, it's interesting too, because in a care partnership, there's this interesting thing that happens when I get to really step back. Sometimes work feels like work, but in those moments where I really get to be in the flow and I get to tune in, I get to have a sense that my client, which I've been describing him as my client, but really there's a symbiotic relationship where I get to receive the rewards and I get to contribute to his life. And I think that's really special. And I used to work in hospice, and I got to see people's lives. And at the end, people didn't care so much if they had a bigger house or a bigger TV. It's this opportunity to really get to see the people you helped and people that helped you. And here at Catholic Charities,